Benavidez. Let's talk.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex. The live is one in the six. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. So, this is another bit of news that came across my virtual desk. So I'll have a brief conversation about it. Benavidez. Wow. Y'all saw Ong Bak with Tony Jaa, the Thai boxer. He's smacking people around with elbows. And good film. He's an excellent stunt man. So, I figured this would be funny since he likes to throw elbows. And they saying, hey, man, he was throwing elbows against Zerto. I said, okay. So went back and watched the fight. Yeah, I saw some things. I did. Can you say that that's why Zerto lost the fight? You know what? Y'all be the judge. Y'all be the judge. Okay? Y'all be the judge. I mean, it's not like David popped dirty for any PEDs, right? I mean, I understand that from what I'm reading, and I don't know how true any of this is, they're trying to get this dude DQ'd, man. Is the commission actually considering, launching an investigation and trying to make this a DQ? I mean, I'm seeing all these pictures on the internet. Like David caught him with a back elbow at one point with his left elbow, and yeah, I gotta educate me. Is Zerto saying, hey man, this is why I lost? I don't know. I don't know. I know when I see David in the clinch trying to fight to get out the clinch, I've seen him, elbow. They showed a clip of him doing that to Caleb Plant. Now y'all have to educate me again, because I don't know. Did Caleb Plant say, hey man, this dude, this elbows is pretty dangerous? Has he ever said that about Benavidez? I don't know. I'm joking here. I'm joking. I put his face on actually that's Tung Po, the Thai boxer from Kickboxer, the Van Damme film. So is he a cheater now? Is that what we're doing? We're calling David Benavidez a cheater now, and they're just now catching it? Or what we doing? This is a real investigation? It's a real investigation, I mean, what's the matter? Let me play devil's advocate here. That was on Cinco de Mayo, right? And David, they call him the Mexican monster, but he's Mexican, Ecuadorian, but he don't need a green card to be here. He's actually American. Zerto, however, is purebred. I don't know what this is about. Is that what this is? It was an exciting fight. David Benavidez, I think he gives you everything you want in a fighter. Y'all don't like pure boxers unless it's a boxer you deride. 1 minute we can go through this, right? 1 minute you hated Floyd Mayweather. About 15 years of that, you hated it, right? Because he's boring, right? Then you get Deontay Wilder. You hate that because he ain't got no skill set, right? You hated that. List goes on and on. You hated Shakur after the Edwin De Los Santos fight, and I said, leave that young man alone, man. Always fight your fight. As a matter of fact, when he fought Zapata. He took more risk. And I said, okay, you got it out your system, young man. Don't ever fight that fight again. These people don't care about you. Always fight your fight. That's what I said. I don't mind watching Shakur fight. I never call him boring. You know? I got other issues with Shakur, but that's, it's whatever. You boxing fanatics are the most bipolar group that I've ever seen. You hate Floyd. You hate Deontay. You hate on Shakur. Oh, but wait a minute. When he's mentioned in the same sentence with you-know-who, Mr. $100 Million Man. I'm sorry, I got to rub this in your face.
Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
Yeah, that's right. $100 Million Man. Now all of a sudden you love Shakur and you love everybody on that list that the $100 Million Man put on it. Now you're fans of them. And in the midst of all of this, Haney and Shakur and, all the other a-holes on that list, with the exception of Brian Norman Jr., you got David Benavidez, who's been chasing Canelo for the better part of 7 years. The industry has protected him, as he's protected himself. And y'all let him get away with it. I don't care if y'all booed him when he walked in and out of the fight. Y'all supposed to force his hand to say, Canelo, we ain't paying a dime until you fight David Benavidez. And to the purebreds, because I've heard some things. I know some Mexican people. And to the purebreds that say, hey, look, Canelo's 100% Mexican with that pale skin and red hair, but he's 100% Mexican. David, one of his parents is Mexican and the rest of him is American. For those of you that are on that type of time, if you don't like what David's doing, which I don't understand, then get someone to outdo him. Now, he threw Zerto in there and you saw what happened. And all y'all could talk about is elbows. Look, man, boxing is very dirty. Do I think he was doing it on purpose? No. There's my response. No. I do not think that David Benavidez is a dirty fighter. But before you start calling out, elbows, now there's a clip where he did it to Caleb Plant. He did it to Zerto, I think twice. All right. I don't know if he did it to Yard. I got to go back and watch it. I just threw his picture there to fill some space, man. Salute to Anthony Yard. He did the best he could. But David Benavidez has separated himself from his contemporaries. Oh, there's that word, contemporaries. This man came from 68 all the way to cruiserweight. And he's pretty much leaving a trail of destruction. And now they have him in the ring with Usyk. Let me go on record saying this. I don't like that fight. Y'all need to stop. Look, here's what y'all are forgetting. Y'all are talking about, oh, well, Turkey called for it. Look, Turkey called for a lot of things. What you got to understand is that Turkey is a fan. And he's funding this. And it's cute for him to call for it. But it's safe to say, with respect to Turkey funding this whole damn thing, he really doesn't understand the mechanics of the sport. Now, on paper, this might look good because, David could make heavyweight. Usyk can make heavyweight. But I'm telling you right now, it's different when you're in there. First and foremost, what you're going to realize when David stands next to Usyk, that Usyk is bigger than him. Usyk is about 6'3". They say David is 6'2". No, he's not. 6'1", no. Maybe the floor was uneven, but I stood next to David Benavidez. I'm legit 6'2". And I was kind of like looking down at him. I said, nah, he ain't 6'2". I'll give him about 6 feet. He had on shoes. I had on sneakers. I'm like, nah, my shoulders was higher than his. I'm like, nah, he's not 6'2". But whatever. Whatever. Usyk is a technician, and size will go into Usyk's favor. IQ, of course, they're going to lean towards Usyk. That fight is not it right now. The fight for David is Jai Opatai. Now, David, I like you, young man, but listen, you got this all wrong. David's not ducking any smoke. David was stripped like twice, and he's tired of dealing with the sanctioning bodies. And soon, David, you will be too. Soon you will be too. You're going to be upset with it. You're going to be fed up with it. And it's okay. It's the sexy thing to say, hey, man, I don't know why he went over there. I don't know why, no. Right now, you're benefiting off of the old regime because the old regime is on the ropes. But, David, I want you to understand the old regime is part of the reason why you never got a Canelo Alvarez fight. I want you to understand that. For some weird reason, a lot of these companies see more value in the redhead, and they don't care about you. Now, Canelo's a good fighter, but a large portion of his career is a marketing scheme. That lost him Floyd Money Mayweather was his biggest win. Yes, sir. It sure was. And David, you have an opportunity here to watch the norm in the old regime and do the opposite. That's what will make you special. You want Jai Opatai. I'm telling you right now, everyone wants that. Australia wants that. America wants that. I think that's a firefight. I think Jai Opatai has some things in his arsenal that can match you. And I'm not saying who wins or loses. You're going to be favored going into that. You're on fire right now. Get Usyk out your mind. That's not for you right now. Jai Opatai is the fight, and it'll be brilliant. It will be brilliant. But that man's not running from you. And you're definitely not running from him. But please, David, do not make it a situation where you're saying it's bad business on Jai's end, because the old regime is on shaky legs right now, and you over there. You are the product. I don't pay to see you with a green belt or an orange belt or a red. I don't care about that. Watch what happens if you tell Mauricio Silly, man, hey, man, I need to go fight this guy. And he says, not with my belt. And starts treating you like he don't know you. Never forget the franchise status, David. Never forget how the WBC devalued their own championship and their own ranking system. They just did it. How the hell did Ryan Garcia leapfrog a whole division and land it in a title shot? They did it because it was best for business. And he was coming off of a loss, David. Now, I know you're cool with Ryan Garcia. That's a whole other thing I'm not even going to entertain right now. Maybe I'll take that to Rumble. But that's a problem in itself. You rubbing elbows with that, he's going to get his loser stank on you. You don't need that, man. Watch the norm and do the opposite. Because you're hanging around there. And no sooner than you have what we call a great win, now they talking about investigations and elbows and stuff like that. You see that? Now there's controversy surrounding you. Now, are they going to do anything? I don't think so. I think they're going to look at it. I saw some clips of you hitting them with an elbow. You're not a dirty fighter, man. David Morrell hasn't complained about it to my knowledge. If he has, y'all educate me. But I don't. David's not a dirty fighter. But you need to go get that Jao Patai smoke. And if Mauricio Suleiman, if he's really cool with you, what he would say is, all right, we'll hold on to your belt. You go over there and do what you do and come back. Let's make some money together. But I'm not going to stop you. That's what Jai did. And they stripped him 2 times. David, this fight is going over to Zufa. You sitting down with Ryan Garcia, but why don't you call Bill and Dev on the phone and ask them how that $100 million worked out? You're exciting. You speak Spanish. And if you don't feel all the way accepted by the Mexican people, man, take your ass over to Zufa and see how much money they're going to spill on you. Right now, your main contemporary, Jai Opatai, is over there in Zufa. And don't look now. I just said the Usyk fight is not for you right now. But if you feel I'm wrong about that and you think Usyk is your cup of tea, he's over at Zufa right now, buddy. So you got Jai Opatai, Zufa, and Alexander Usyk, Zufa. So if you want that, you have to go over there. Now, if you don't go over there, I'm not going to say you're ducking. I'm not going to do that. What I will say is that you don't understand the old regime versus the new regime. Over at Zufa, to keep it simple, not only are they throwing money around, you need to go get it because things are always subject to change in 2 to 5 years. Go get your money immediately, though. It's just my opinion. You already have the resume, David. You've kicked ass and take names. That's what you've taken names. That's what you've done, man. You're super talented, super exciting to watch. And you're on fire right now. They got you in the ring with Alexander Usyk. But if you don't go over there and fight Jao Patai and maybe Usyk down the road if you want to, what are you going to do? You don't go from Zerto and taking a belt to fighting a top 10 guy. Unless he's hot in those streets right now. What are you going to do? Rematch David Morrell? Have him come up the cruiser? What are you going to do? And let this be a lesson to all of you guys on fire under the old regime. You're going to mess around and your contemporary is going to be over there on Zufa. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? So this is David Benavidez being a dirty fighter. Benavidez, no. I don't think so. I think it's just a talking point for now. It'll go away. It'll go away. You could still try and lure Canelo into the ring. That's not going to happen because Canelo's a coward. And David, listen. Canelo's a coward. And the old regime let him get away with it. The people that you're fighting for right now, I can't stress this anymore. The people you fighting for right now made sure that the Canelo fight ain't happen, bro. I want you to understand that. Okay? You just seen what Zufa did for Devin Haney, man. Get on the phone with them brothers and find out how's that work. You have the talent, you have the style, and you have a decent backing where you could venture out on your own. David, the old regime belts don't matter. I don't care about, who had what belt. I want to look at your resume and see who you fought. Those days are gone. Oh, I'm two-time world champion, the IBO, the NABO, the WBA, the WBC, the NBA on ABC. Nobody cares anymore because the old regime devalued their own product, and today's boxing fanatics are, they're retarded. They're retarded. 1 minute belts matter, the next minute their favorite fighter doesn't need belts. They got money, and 1 minute resume matters, the next minute it doesn't matter. Resume don't matter when you got a big bank account. If you got a big bank account and you ain't got belts, who are you? these fanatics don't know whether they're coming or going. David, you're already in the Hall of Fame. You've done some amazing things. And I'm an advocate for Zufa now. 2 years ago, I did a live stream. I said the old regime, I said, this thing needs to burn. I compared boxing to Pompeii. And I said, man, something needs to come in here and shake this up. Because all this shucking and jiving these guys are doing is making me sick. And then that was before I knew who Turki Al-Sheikh was. So I thank my stars that he's around. Not because he's the best, not because I'm pro whatever. What I'm anti is the BS in boxing. And we needed someone to come in and shake it up. But I had no idea some guy was going to come in with deep pockets like that and do exactly what I wanted. So I'm having a ball watching all the melee. I'm having a ball watching Oscar De La Hoya cry. I'm having a ball watching Mauricio Silly Man just cry about things, and you know, trying to charge people $300,000 to hold their belt, and trying to charge Shakur X amount of dollars when he didn't even go up there and fight for his time. I mean, this is what they've done. This is what they've done, and I'm tired of it. So they could all crash and burn. I'm pro Zufa, and this is what we're doing. So as I'm recording this is my premiere. There will be no live this morning on Rumble, because my work schedule is changed. But don't worry, I'll get it back to where I want it, you know, sometime by the end of June. But in the meantime, y'all make sure y'all like and share this video. And go follow me on Rumble, because that's where it's at.
You gotta relax yourself, bro.
You're almost hitting me with your truck, bro.
Drew Titan LLC on Rumble. Bronx on deck.
Move!